Hello, I'm Dr. Leena Khanzode. I'm a child, adolescent, and adult psychiatrist, and I'm really delighted to get this wonderful opportunity from Team Umang to talk about this very important topic, impact of parental stress on children. So we all will agree that parenting is a daunting task, and it's even more so when you are trying to parent when you already have a very demanding work life. As physicians, we juggle multiple balls of responsibility at work and often have long work days. And by the time we get home, we have very little reserve for spending time with our family or our children. And we are often stressed out because of the day to day demands. And then, of course, our child also demands attention. We think that because we are working hard and giving them a physically comfortable life, I think they need more than that. And they can really put some demands on you, which you need to fulfill. And it's so hard to maintain that work life balance. As a physician myself, I find that stressful at times. And I think we all are trying to strike that right balance. So, my goal today is to tell you that it's really important to work on striking that balance even more for our children. Because in my work, I see the impact of parental stress on children in the following ways. Why does that happen? Kids really want that one on one time with their parent. Even though you're tired at the end of the day, I think it's really important to spend 10 to 15 minutes with your child each day, if not a few times a week, so you are able to have that emotional connection and that positive attention is given to them that they are craving for. What we understand is that research studies have pointed out that the relationship with your child is a strong foundation to compliance of their behavior. So if you have a strong relationship with your child, if that foundation is strong, they are going to listen to you, they are going to follow the instruction, and they are going to always do what you desire in terms of compliance. We try to certainly get help to parent our kids. We have babysitters, often grandparents helping us with that, and that's fine. That's certainly needed. But we have to remember that they still need parents to be with them. When you are home, you have to spend some time with them. We often get comforted that they are, with their electronic babysitters, as we say. All these electronic devices with the advance of technology have been super engaging for kids. They can really spend hours on their internet doing different things. And we may think, oh, it's fine, they are playing a video game or they are chatting with a friend, but we cannot rely on those electronic babysitters to be the parent they really need. We certainly, I can tell this for myself, we go through a lot of guilt about not being able to do enough for everyone. And that guilt often leads to overcompensation by giving them things that they probably don't need. And then when we are stressed, even though we try to hide that from our kids, they sense it. They are very sensitive, they absorb. You are the biggest role model in your child's life. Whether you like that statement or not, that's a fact. They can really sense, they can follow how you behave. So if I am stressed out and irritable and angry and upset and lashing out easily, that's what my child is going to learn. They will see that that's what you do when you get stressed. You yell, you scream, and you lash out, and that's the way to deal with stress. Let's talk about how does this manifest in our children. When we are so stressed, what do we see they do? So because they are not getting that positive attention that they are striving for, they often engage in negative behaviors to get that attention. So a lot of acting out, throwing meltdowns, becoming oppositional and defiant, not complying with your instruction, being more stubborn and entitled. being very upset if you ask them to drop their screens and do something else. We all understand that screen addiction has led to a lot more problems in our kids' generation. We are seeing a lot more attentional issues like ADHD, anxiety, and depression. Just want to leave you with this food for thought that our stress does impact our kids and it can manifest in different ways. They can have physical symptoms often. They may present with headaches and stomach aches and anxiety. So food for thought for all of us to make sure we are working on managing our stress better and finding time for our kids and our family so we all can lead a very healthy, happy life, not just physically healthy, but emotionally, mentally healthy. Thank you.